Sure is a nice clock.
Be right if you had the appropriate time on it.
It's close.
It's close, ain't it?
It's close.
I guess it is. I guess it
I'd put some of the old equipment back in there, you know.
is. Is that old equipment?
That's the old one, yeah, we kept it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Don't forget to start that recording.
Yeah, we need to. Who's chairman? You chairman?
I'm there.
Here. You gotta start that before you start
I
talking.
don't know how to turn it on. Just push the button.
You push the right one, that's all you need.
Turn it on, Joey.
Here, I'll do it.
Well,
It's
here,
just like
you
going
know how
on
to
here.
operate it? I don't want to be accused of not turning it on.
That ain't never happened
All
before.
right, are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Are you ready, everybody?
All right.
All right, let's call the safety committee meeting together, November 10th, 2025. We have Alderman Messick, myself, Alderman Parsley. We give Mr. French just a few more minutes, see if he's going to attend.
Let's don't worry about Ryan.
All right, let's just move on. All righty, approval of the agenda. Mark,
Yes, sir, I'm good.
I'll second.
That's 2 votes for, I guess.
Citizens' comments. Anna? Roger? Dave? Nobody? Okay. All right, number 5, approval of the minutes.
So moved.
I will second. Comments from the department. I guess, Miss Brittany, you're up, ain't you?
Here's Ryan. Not recording anything. Dale. Somehow it's not recording. Emily might get mad at us if we don't fix that. I thought I did too. I noticed it wasn't recording. Yes, you do.
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Okay, so for departmental review, I provided you all with the October monthly report from my department. 21 building permits issued, 221 total inspections, just a few sign permits. We had 5 citizen complaints for property maintenance, 12 violation letters sent, 4 court citations issued, 2 properties condemned, 150 illegal signs pulled, 62 stormwater site inspections, 6 of which received a notice of violation, 44 dry weather screening outfalls were assessed. For planning and zoning, I had 1 annexation request, 1 plat submitted, and 1 rezoning request. Those will all be heard at the Planning Commission meeting next week. Fees collected, $20,000 for building permits, $34,000 impact fees. Stormwater permits was $2,700. Planning Commission submittals was a total of $450. Plan review fees was $3,800.
Guys, you what a dry weather screen and outfall is?
Yeah.
So, our MS4 permit we have through TDEC, our permit cycle is about 5 years typically. And within that permit cycle of 5 years, we have to assess all of the outfalls of stormwater drainage throughout the city. So anywhere that a drainage ditch or a culvert drains directly into the river is considered an outfall, and we have to assess those at least once a permit cycle. So my stormwater program coordinator's been working on that. I think we have, don't hold me to this number, but I think we have 280 outfalls. So she's been out doing those. We have to do them during dry weather season, so that's kind of challenging. I was really hoping she would get them done for the summer. She hasn't completed them, but we still have almost another year left of the permit cycle, so she could catch all those later next year as well.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. The next item is the accident report for the month of October. We are still at a decrease for overall, so I like that. We did have a few city vehicle-involved accidents, employee medical accidents, one of which actually came from my department, unfortunately, but it happens. So there are still accidents happening, but I do think it's better than it could be. Questions? The mayor asked that I put a review of food trucks on the agenda for my department. I provided you all with the mobile food units ordinance that was passed in 2018. Within that ordinance, it states everything that is required of food trucks, from definitions to operations to permitting. It's kind of lengthy. I don't know that we want to go through every single thing.
Yeah, the intent here is so for you to have the information, and so next month we can have conversations about it. You know, we have food trucks set up in different places now. We have them at the rec center. We have a lot of different food trucks throughout the city. And I just want to make sure that we have the mechanisms, or we understand whose responsibility is to check, to make sure they're following what they need to as a food truck. Do they have a city license? Do they have insurance? Do they have all those things? And so I just want us to take a chance and review it here, talk about it next month. And that's why we give out all the information.
Okay.
You know, one thing that I was asked, does a food truck at every event where they serve beer, do they have to buy a license for each event, or is that just a one-time?
So then we could get Chief Cyper or Adam, but it's annually, it's just like a person,
Yeah.
brick and mortar, right? Mobile
Yes.
food truck, beer license.
So for a food truck, they have to have a food truck permit to operate the food truck overall. I provided you with that ordinance. And then part of that is they get all of the items on the checklist, so I provided that as well. If they have a hood system or anything like that, they do have to get that inspected by the fire department and signed off on. Originally, the fire inspector was under my department, so it does have Health and Codes Department signature there. But that is Jeremy, the fire inspector. In lieu of the city fire inspector doing it, they can have the state fire marshal's office do it. That was approved TCA at some point in the past few years, but we have not had one have that done, to my knowledge. So they do get a fire inspection. They are to display the permit in their vehicle, so that's what, you have that form with you. I provided a letter that I have written for Troy to distribute to unpermitted trucks that we found out about in the city. That needs to be updated. I think it still has an older finance department employee on there. We have the finance department, the codes department would verify all of their documentation. And then, of course, Jeremy or at the time it was Alan, they would verify the fire inspection. and they get their permit through the finance department, actually. They pay for it at the finance department. And so once they have it through the finance department was sending out letters. So I provided you all with a letter stating it's within a certain time of expiration. State also passed a business tax law that if the food truck has a business tax through their location where their food truck's from, they don't have to get one from the cities that they're going to. So we do verify that, so I've provided that to you. And then the rec center has their own food truck policy that they use. It's mentioned in the original ordinance. I provided you all with the rec center's food truck policy that was created in 2025, or earlier in January of this year. So I gave that all to you. And they have their own application that they do at the rec center parks. So that's in there as well. AJ and his team take care of all of that. And then there was also a recent ordinance passed pertaining to the beer permits at the food trucks. So rather than them having a beer permit for each mobile unit,
Like a blanket.
they only have to have a beer permit for each business that is selling the beer.
Okay.
So if a business has more than one food truck, they only have to
Gotcha.
have one.
Okay.
So that was a recent ordinance, that was just passed last year.
Okay.
So all of that is in your packet, you're welcome to review it. I do know that some of those things need updated as far as staff and things like that. But you're welcome to review it and let me know what you would like to see changed or anything like that.
Is a food truck if it never moves?
They are supposed to run solely on their own power. They're not supposed to have a permanent source of location or permanent source of power or water and sewer. They're supposed to be entirely mobile. I know that there are a couple of food trucks that leased a parcel where their food truck is homed, domiciled. I don't like that word. Because they actually have to have a location referenced for their health permit through the state. So it's there's a lot of working parts of a food truck.
So is it or not?
But our ordinance is supposed to be completely mobile. It's supposed to be all ran within the unit itself.
But you're talking
And I
about
know that
at a
the-
fixed location.
I know
right,
that
Laura?
the electric company has called me before and said, hey, we've got a food truck that wants to set a permanent pole in the middle of this parking lot. Is that okay? And we told them no.
Okay.
So Duck River is, to my knowledge, not setting poles for people, solely for a food truck only.
Okay.
But I think that's part of what we need to define, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's why we're trying to review some of this now, because as they've started showing up in different areas, as Brittany said, right, I mean, some are paying monthly rents for that area, they never move it. Not saying that it still ain't a food truck, we need to define some of that, I think, in the language of what we're doing, right?
Right.
Because I think there could even be a possibility that where there's a food truck and a permanent business in the same location. I mean, so I'm not sure. But I did want us to take a chance and review it all. And let's just come back with some changes and some suggestions and then banner it out next time, and then we can pass it on to the board.
I like the little banner. It's good for it.
It's good for us. Builds character.
Okay.
Man, good job.
Mm-hmm.
Eat back too.
Hmm?
Eat back, it's awful cold out.
No. I'm sure you have a vacation plan to get away from it.
I hope you still got a car when you get back.
Yeah, me too.
Opposite way.
Oh, that's
Cold
great.
this time, yeah.
That's great.
I know.
Thank you, Vivian.
Thanks,
Thank
Brittany.
you.
All righty. Few chambers.
How are y'all this evening?
All right.
I'm fine. The month of October, we had 124 responses, 5 fires, 6 MVAs, 4 of those were in the county. We had 22 false alarms. We had put 10 smoke detectors installed in homes. We installed 4 car seats. Gave out 32 burn permits. Participated in 47 public service, different types of things for the citizens of Manchester. Our fire inspector conducted 22 inspections. Some of those were food truck inspections. We had a mutual aid with Summitville for an alarm. We had another mutual aid for Hillsborough. Had a truck with a brake fire. Had another mutual aid with Hillsborough for a dumpster fire. We assisted with the One Day of Hope, Old Timers Day, and Common John's Run. Let's see. We turned in the severe weather warning grant to TEMA. We turned in the generators for different city buildings to TEMA. And we turned in the generator for the Manchester Water Sewer Department to TEMA. And we have 5 more grants that we're in the process of working on to this time. They started work on, I know it's this month, but they started work on the stairway that needed replaced at Station 2. And they should be done with it by Thursday.
What does it mean by mutual aid?
The department, whether it be Hillsborough or New Union, whoever, they call for our assistance.
How long are we gonna let this new fire engine go before we decide we're not gonna buy it and buy a used one? I mean, we need to talk about that, because we're putting a lot of work into it.
And what is your question? I mean,
How long are we gonna pretend that we're gonna buy a new fire engine when we're actually gonna buy a used one? Or there's a possibility that we're gonna buy a used one,
Yeah,
okay? It's on the table, I'm not saying we are,
right,
but I'm saying we're spending a lot of time putting this new fire engine together, as
right,
far as the specs and things.
right. And that was no more than probably our proposal to see which route we want to go.
Right.
And we're still in the middle of that route. It's a lot to do with the finance department, approval of City Hall. And
Well, and I mean, and so what we're trying to do is, right, let's put together what we wish for. And then we'll take that wish list and we'll bring it to you guys and you can tell us yes or no. And then we'll take that list and we'll find something as close to it that meets our need and our price range. But we wanted to build one out as if we were gonna get a new one. And we put a committee together to do that, and I think we're pretty close to.
oh, we're finished with it. yeah.
Okay, so I haven't seen it yet, but we'll get that to everybody, and then, like I said, then I think we look at some options that are used that are very similar and have the same equipment and make the decision at that time. But yes, so it sounds like we're done.
But do we have a number on it, Chief?
I don't have it with me, but yes, it's
Quote
been done.
1.143.
But it's been lowered due to change in tariffs.
Yeah.
So there is cost savings. He came by today, the gentleman that spec'd it out with us from NAFCO, and he was just touching base. It was about all that was discussed.
I mean, it would seem that the last exercise we did where we bought a very good used one, that was probably the Cadillac of its time, right, and is in service at one now. Everybody really likes it. And as you can tell on here, I mean, of the 100 and something calls a month, there's less than 5 of them that are truly fires. So, I mean, part of that, if you guys remember, I wanted to put, you know, I wanted us to look in some F-350s or F-450s with pumpers so that we have smaller equipment to get on the roads and do more of these calls without running the biggest piece of equipment up and down the road. So we've got the number now. Sounds like we're gonna get a pumper number, and then we'll get in here and answer that question. We'll hash it out as to what direction we think we need to go.
Yeah, you know, Mayor, Roger, do we have like a deadline on, you know, as far as?
On the price or anything,
Well,
or where we
even-
need?
Even as far as the replacement.
Replacements usually need to be in a 5-year rotation,
Right, so.
and so we're still good for the time being.
So how much longer do we have?
Well, the one we just bought gives us another 5 years,
Yes.
right? Because
Right.
it can stay in service for 5 more years. I mean, we took out a
But-
1990 model something when we
Right.
replaced it.
Right.
So we're, you know, Mark probably has the most history, or Donnie, when you two, is before my time. You guys were on a cycle where you'd said every 5 to 7 years you would buy a new one. So
Yeah, that's what we were planning on, yeah.
So I think we hit the 7-year cycle with a new to us, but
Yeah.
used. And so we've kind of started the clock again. But like I said, I think that if we'll look at some smaller apparatus vehicles that gets us up and down our roads better, and we're not taking our big ones out, we can accomplish that task of not having to spend $1 million on a brand new.
Right.
But we'll let the numbers and everything guide us, but I had forgot about that. But we'll bring it to the next one, we'll bring that one, we'll get a pumper truck, and then we'll bring some used ones, and we'll sit here and hash it out.
That is one of the grants that we are looking for, is the mini pumper.
Yeah, so we're trying to see how much money we can get on a mini pumper, and there again, it serves the same purposes, carries the same amount of people, it's just smaller. We can get up and down our own roads, and when we go to lift assist or vehicle accidents or something, we're not taking our $1 million piece of equipment out every time that we need to go out. So we're looking at that as well.
All right. Do you have anything else, Mark?
No, sir, I'm good.
Thank
I'll
you.
have those numbers for you next month.
All right, thank you,
That way you can look at it.
thank you.
Pass it around to Adam.
You got one? All right, Bill, whenever you
All right. So, the month of October, Manchester Police Department responded to 1,843 calls for service. Our budget, we're currently at 37% of the expended budget. Our highlights for this past month, we're proud to announce that Officer Zach Smotherman and Hunter Thompson have both successfully completed their basic law enforcement training at the Tennessee Law Enforcement Training Academy. They will now continue their post-academy supervised field training with our department. MPD was involved in several community events during October and the first part of November. On the 17th of October, we participated in the Community Helpers Day at the First Methodist Church. Officers there visited with children, allowing them to tour their patrol cars as officers handed out police hats, candy, bracelets, pencils, and books and things like that, which really helps to build a great rapport with the kids there. October 31st, MPD, along with other city departments, participated in the Safe on the Square event. Our theme this year, the police department's Toy Story, and participating employees dressed in character costumes and engaged with citizens and children in attendance. And I'm told the event went very well. We had actually Charlie Taylor of our department sort of do some emceeing, and of course, Charlie's never been lost for words, if anybody knows him.
Did a good job.
Yeah, he sure
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
MPD and SROs assisted with the Manchester City School Safety Week, observing various safety drills, i.e. weather, fire, intruder, encompassing soft and hard lockdowns as well. We participated in the Coffee County Career Fair held at the Coffee County Middle School, and this was for both city and county schools. We also participated in the National Law Enforcement Day at the Coffee County Fairgrounds, where we had officers and some of our vehicles and stuff to demonstrate and show to those citizens who attended that. MPD participated in the chili cook-off at Tractor Supply, and I think we sort of were in competition with the fire department. And both teams did a great job, and both teams received donations from them as well. And those donations will go to our Children's Christmas Fund with the Manchester Police Department. And by the way, the Manchester Police Department did win that competition, I understand.
Well, just because we had to go make more, did you think, ate all of ours?
Oh, is that what it was? Yeah. Well, it was all good fun, and it was a great time to be able to compete against the fire department as well. So we appreciate that. We also participated with the Toy Convoy, actually directing traffic for them each year. They've done this for quite a few years now, and as a result, the toys are donated each year to MPD, once again, for our Children's Christmas Fund. And we do get a lot of toys from that, so it's really been a good program for us. We also participated in the Driver's License Reinstatement Fair that was recently held at the Coffee County Judicial Building. And this program was to help people who are struggling trying to get their driver's licenses back. It may be just a satisfaction of a ticket or something like that. So our court clerk, Don Adams, and Judge Sean Trail were there participating and helping to facilitate helping these people get their driver's license back. We also assisted with traffic control for our recent Veterans Day parade, and that went really well. A lot of good participants in that. And we also conducted additional traffic enforcement with our Tennessee Highway Safety Office program. And we had a total of 10 officers on 5 on 2 different occasions on the 24th of October and November the 1st. So that went well as well. Recent personnel changes and openings within the department. Our newest police officer, Kenny Weathers, is performing very well as he becomes acquainted with the department operations, policies, and personnel. He has demonstrated a very positive attitude, professionalism, and a strong willingness to learn. He's quickly adapting to his role and is proving to be a very valuable asset to us. We have 2 officers, Officer Tyler Medley and Timothy Green, have submitted their letters of resignation from the department. Officer Medley has accepted a position with the Hamilton County Sheriff's Department, and Officer Green has accepted employment with the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department. And I certainly want to wish both of them continued success in their future endeavors.
Bill, can I ask you something about that?
Sure.
There was a time when every time we had a safety meeting, somebody was going somewhere else. We're not back to that time, are we? I mean, the last 2 or 3, we've had 2 or 3 people leave recently.
Mm-hmm.
It's not because of something that we can fix.
Well, from what I understand in talking with the officers, Officer Medley, it actually moves him possibly a little closer to his home area. He had a family up in, was it Livingston, I believe, or somewhere in that area as well. His father.
His father
passed back
was up there,
sometime.
his mother's down around the Cleveland area.
Cleveland, yeah, so, and so he's, I think that's the biggest part of his decision in going there. And then Officer Green is looking for a lot more variety. He's a young officer, just getting his feet good and wet in policing, and his wife is employed with the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department and in the corrections area as well. So he's kind of, you know, I talked to him today a little bit, asked him if he had any future commitments to maybe moving that area, and he said, yeah, they had been considering that, so. And he's wanting to get engaged in a SWAT team and traffic teams and things of that sort on a bigger scale, so that was his biggest reasons for leaving.
Both of these officers, how long had they been with us?
They're very, well, Green's probably been with us, he's
About a
been,
year and
got
a
a
half.
couple of years, year and a half, 2 years. And the Medley's,
Less than a year.
yeah, less than a year for sure. So,
Okay.
and then, our former public officer, service officer, Debbie Vaughn, passed away, and I think Adam announced this at the board meeting recently. And, we just want to express our condolences to her family. Debbie worked for us for probably a little over 20 years as a public officer in the front office. And so we're very saddened to hear of her passing. Our officers did attend her services, and I was very proud of them for being there and supporting their family as well. Employee training, Admin Captain Dale Robertson attended the MTUG meeting to discuss TAC and radio updates. And Chief Investigator Brian Eldridge and Investigator Ben Sneed both attended the TBI U.S. Department of Homeland Security Fraud Investigation School. MPD Patrol Division attended the DUI update school presented by the Coffee County DA's office, and we're always proud to be able to work with them, and being the prosecuting agency for the county, they're able to help us strengthen us in that area and how we handle those stops and arrests. Investigator Jamie Norris and Officer Morgan Myers are currently attending the Tennessee Narcotics Officer Association Conference. And that deals with a lot of different aspects of drugs and lethal type of drugs that are coming new on the market out here, and we're seeing in our streets. They're able to bring back a lot of information in that area. Projects, MPD has completed striping of all recently received Durangos and have put each of those into service at this time. Once again, I want to shout out to the Manchester IT department, who has worked diligently with Southern Software to finalize our software connectivity, programming, and implementation of the department's cloud-based server infrastructure for our records management system. This has resulted in 2 of our MDTs being installed in patrol vehicles, and both are reportedly performing well. We're still awaiting the mounts and things, and hopefully we'll get them in a short while and be able to install all of the MDTs in our patrol units. Our stop sticks have been placed on order, and we're for our remaining 16 patrol vehicles, and we expect delivery of our new MPD rifles possibly this week or next, is my understanding. In grants, we received the 25-26 Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security grant, which totaled $225,000, and I attached a copy of that on your packet. It was, I guess, an ACH transfer, so we do have those monies available at this time. And as far as department needs, at present, we're concentrating on receipt of additional computer mounts, as well as receipt of our stop sticks and subsequent installation and training.
And this will last, one more comment if I can on
Sure.
department needs. When I first came into office, Adam and Bill came in with a 5-year plan of things that they wanted to advance forward with inside the department. And to date, I think we're down to the last couple items. So in the last 10 or 12 months, thanks to the board and everybody, we've been able to fulfill a lot of needs that they thought this was going to take us 5 years. And we still have some more to work on, but I just wanted to say, well, good job you guys have done pushing that forward so that you got what you wanted early.
And I would like to add to that, was just saying thank you for working with us and for building the relationships that we've built, and because it certainly has advanced our department. Well, with that said, Mayor, I'd like to bring up one other topic. Yeah, I guess in everybody's life, there comes a time when you feel like it's maybe time to move on and allow a younger generation to come in and pursue things and advance the department. So with that, I would just like to, I've submitted a letter to you, and it's a notice of retirement on my behalf. And if you allow me just a moment, I'm going to read that to you. So, dear members of the Safety Committee, after much thought and prayerful consideration, I'm writing to formally announce my decision to retire from the position as Chief of Police with the Manchester Police Department, effective November 30th, 2025. Today will be my final day in office, as I plan to utilize accrued leave in preparation for my upcoming retirement. Serving the city of Manchester has been one of the greatest honors of my life. This community is my home, and the opportunity to lead the men and women of this department has been both a privilege and a blessing. Together we have faced challenges, celebrated achievements, and worked tirelessly to strengthen the trust and partnership between our department and the citizens we serve. As I prepare to enter this next chapter, I do so with deep gratitude for the steadfast support of the Safety Committee, the City Administration, and the dedicated officers who served with integrity and compassion every day. The accomplishments of this department are the result of a shared commitment to excellence, and I have every confidence that the Manchester Police Department will continue to move forward with that same dedication and pride. While it's not easy to step away from a career and a community that means so much to me, I know the time is right. I remain grateful for the relationships built and the many memories made along the way, and I'll always cherish my time serving the people of Manchester. Thank you for the trust, your support, and your encouragement you have shown me throughout my career. It has truly been an honor to serve.
Well, Bill, you're gonna be missed. That's all I can say. I mean, you've done one heck of a job, and you're gonna be missed. But
Bill, I
we're gonna
appreciate
have somebody coming up that has learned from you, and they'll do a good job too, I'm sure.
I hope so.
Bill, I want to thank you for the integrity that you restored back into the Manchester Police Department. Y'all have done. And we're going to miss you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I'm not going to be a stranger too much. I'm going to try to get up here and visit some and see how things are going. It's really exciting to see how the department will move forward.
but you have earned your retirement, and we can't do nothing but wish the very best for you.
I truly appreciate it. And like I said, the relationships that we've had with the department and the board, I can't imagine anything better.
I think that you've just been a great mentor. And that is something Manchester needs, and I think you've done a great job.
I appreciate that.
Sad to see you leave, but I understand completely, and I'm glad you are ready.
Well, y'all can't see her, but my wife is back here jumping up and down with joy, so.
So we're gonna have a thing here at City Hall on the 21st. It starts around noon. We do it for everybody who retires. Or is it 11 o'clock, I'm sorry. And it'll go on for a couple hours. We'll have some meals and everybody come out and let's wish Bill off into the next part that he's looking forward to. Personally, when I first came on board, it was time to select a chief as an alderman. I think we got it right. I think you've helped grow the department in the directions and everything that everybody wanted, and thank you for everything you've done for the city. And is it 43 years?
43, yeah.
After 43 years, I guess we can let you go and do something a little bit different, but we may have to call you from time to time. I get a shaking of the head and a no in the back. Hopefully you'll get to keep your phone. I'm just kidding. So, but no, thank you, Bill, I mean, and thank you for everything you've done.
I appreciate that. Appreciate all of y'all.
So, all righty, I guess we move on. Under new business.
We do have one item of new business.
Oh, okay.
You know, he's on the clock, that's why he's here tonight.
Okay, well, we could drag it out a little more.
Gentlemen, I come before the board seeking permission through, again, our city ordinance 11-806 with regard to, it was put on the agenda for one parcel of property owned by Interstate Drive Holdings, but again, if we could, there's a neighboring tract of property, which again is an 15.44 acre neighboring parcel. These properties are located on Interstate Drive or off of Interstate Drive across from Unity. Spoke with Chief Side with regard to the paperwork that is required, but again, the ordinance requires that the matter be approved by the Safety Committee. And I come before the court seeking that permission. This is hunting, this is archery hunting, and again, would be subject to the restrictions that are set forth in our laws.
So you said 11-806.
Yes, there's 11, again, the general was.
25 acres or more.
Yes, and this certainly exceeds the 25 acres. And of course, there's written permission, which again, Chief Seif and I spoke about before. So again, it does nothing to limit the application, but again, it does, I am requesting approval from the Safety Committee as is set forth in the municipal ordinance.
Bill, you and Adam got any objections to that?
No, I don't believe so. I think he
I'll
meets
get-
all the criteria of the ordinance.
And I'll get the paperwork with regard to being filled out by, again, the property's owned by Interstate Drive Holding Companies, and I'll get them to fill it out. I guess I need to file it with the police department.
Right.
Yeah, I think the chief has to sign off on that.
You know, I have
It's
a
each
question.
hunter and the landowner, so
Yes.
Yes.
whoever's gonna hunt it.
And the owner has to have, again, the minimum acreage requirements and things, and that's it.
I have a question. The adjoining partial of property that's next to it,
Yes.
how close is?
It is, the back portion is largely undeveloped. So again, this is, the 50 acres is absolutely undeveloped and kind of goes down into the creek, down Interstate Driveway. But again, it would, the other parcel would be the back portion of the 15-acre parcel. Not in a parking lot.
Just check.
Right now, there's nothing behind it, are there? Yeah.
Not a lot. There's a lot of clearing that's
Yeah.
going on back there.
Belongs to that
That's-
boy, man, man, what's his name?
Josh
Yeah,
Moore.
Josh Moore, yeah.
Yeah. I know Mr. Moore. But yeah, that's what I come before the safety committee seeking.
So we need a motion? Or we just need to agree, or
I
what?
think as long as Bill and Adam are okay, I think it's in the ordinance that you don't have to pass anything because it's over 25 acres. I think it was just a courtesy to come up here and make sure everybody understood. Is that kind of what you?
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
Well, I'm good.
I'm good. I mean, it's an ordinance.
Sounds like you're good to go, my friend.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Mr.
so
Norton.
you can-
Yeah.
And we'll get this informed to him.
Yes, I'll pick it up. Well, I'll give, yeah, if you've got a copy that I can.
I was given one. I'm not gonna fill it out, so. Let you have it.
Thank you, Bob. Congratulations. Take care. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you. Any old business?
Oh, no, sir. I'm good.